quickly cover is the Salt Cloud. So basically, so the etc cloud Salt, and see a couple of cloud configuration, deploy profiles and things. Okay, and during the installation, the one installation, we have installed the Salt Cloud also. Okay, Salt Cloud is a utility where it can able to communicate to the cloud APIs, and through the cloud APIs, it can provision a mission. So compared with other configuration management system, the cloud API support of Salt is kind of poor, I would say. Literally, I can say that it is very poor in the Salt API, especially on the Salt Cloud API perspective. The freedom what you get in the other configuration management tools, Salt is nowhere near to that. Okay, so but anyway, let me just try to use it. So the first configuration file, this will be looking here is the cloud configuration file. So this is the first file which it will trigger. So basically, what is the key size which is needed for the minion key when it is generated? So it is default is 2048. Okay, and next is whether I should bootstrap the Salt or anything. Like basically, when a mission is being provisioned in the cloud, whether it needs to be added to the Salt master. So this is where the bootstrap is coming in. Okay, and where exactly the cloud is going to store the log files, and what is the log information of it. Okay, and then what is the log date format. Okay, and then console log colors. So these are all the default things. And what is the default setting? So when I delete a mission, should I delete the key from that? So by default it is false. If you want it, you can just set it as true. Okay, so these are all the information, you can see it in it. So what we are going to do now is we are going to create a GCP. I already have a GCP account. Just show it to you quickly. So this is my GCP key, Google Cloud account, and there in the Salt, so I have a project called saltstack, and inside that I have a service account created. Service accounts, I want to create one. So this is the service account, and for this I have keys available. Okay, so basically Google support two kinds of authentication mechanism. One is the JSON format and another one is the P12 key format. Okay, so once you have the P12 key format, you can convert the key. I'll just show you. This one. This is the one. So basically, it needs a libcloud package. So you go and create a project in your GCP cloud, and then in the service account, okay, In the key format, you are going to create a P12 key, and using this OpenSSL command, you can create the PEM file. Okay, so use this as a reference. This is the, so I have already have the P12 key created, and I have the PEM file with me. So this is what I'm going to put inside. I'm just going to create my provider config. Okay, so first let me create the provider. So let me first create the key. L, yeah, vi cp.pem. Let me show you the PEM file. This is the PEM file. This is the PEM file for the project. This, I'll also share it with you guys. etc/etc/alt/gcp.pem is the PEM file which I already created under the service account. And then let me create the providers. So the command will be created. Dot providers. And here there is a sample cloud provider which we saw in that. Okay, so let me just use it. This is the configuration. So here I need to provide my project ID. So the project which I created on the GCP, I need to provide the project ID. So this is my project, and my project ID is saltstack -370 something. Yeah, so this is my project ID. Okay. The service account email, when I created a service account, there will be an email created for that. Let me just put it here. This is my service account email. I need to provide the location of my PEM file. I think it was in the TC salt plus GCP. GCP.pem is the file we had, right? GCP.pem. I can provide the master. I think we have called this saltmaster.training.com. Then let me, I'll just share it with you guys. Note that the name of the provider is called GCE config, which I'll be using it in the profile. Okay. So now my providers has been created. Next thing is I'm going to create the profiles. Okay. See. Profile. Else. There. Can quickly write a So these are all the inputs I'm going to provide for the GCE profile. The GCE profile name is my GCE profile. And next is I'm going to provide what should be the image I should be using it for the VM, and what should be the size of the VM. Okay. And what should be the location. So GCP has a multiple targets, right? Like multiple availability zones. I'm just going to provide it Europe West 1B. And what should be the network I need to use. Like this, you can also predefinedly create the network and then subnets. And these are all the tags. And what should be the, should I use a persistent disk? True. Okay. And whether deploy should be true. Deploy means whether it should be added to the salt. I'm just giving it as true, and make it master. That means whether I should make it as a salt master. No. And then this is where I'm mapping my provider GCE config here. Okay, this is a quick sample. Now let's save this. So to provision the machine, I should be using a command salt alt -cloud -p. I should be using the profile name. So the profile name, whatever I have given, is like my GCE profile. Okay. And I should be giving it a name of it. So let me call it as GCP-instance. Warning. Okay, I know that it could be an issue with the dependency. From cloud. From sessions. Is the is installed. The lib cloud is coming here. Lib libgit jinja python docker day2tels Apache lib cloud not installed. Okay. Just quickly try to install this. Cloud. Okay, this is installed. Actually, cloud 3.7.0 minimum requirement is 1.0. So this now. Configure. All the dependencies are installed. Must try again. It is the Python dependency which is causing that. Don't have enough time to troubleshoot this, but to give you an idea, okay, so this is how you can provision this, and like this you will have the URL which I shared. There you can see examples like this. Okay, instance profiles, you can create it. Okay, so remote access, to set up a remote access, you can just do it. You can create a key file, and for SSH username you can do it. So to list the location, sites, and all those things, you can use it. I think this will also not work for me. The driver is having some issue on this machine. With this link, you can just refer this. Using this, you will be able to create a network. Okay, you'll be able to manage the network, subnets, and all those things. You can just do it here. So you can use this as a reference. Okay.